Hello baby girls and welcome to a new video. Hey. Today we're gonna do something very fun. So we are gonna do a 24-hour readathon, but it has a twist. So I came up with this idea because I was like, okay, this is amazing. So initially I was gonna do a continuing series like for a week, just a cute little reading vlog, but I was like, why don't I just make it into a 24-hour readathon? And I think I might make this a little series where I just do normal reading vlogs, reading challenges in a 24-hour readathon. So obviously today it's continuing series, and those are all the series I'm in the middle of. I'm going to give you guys a very quick run through of all those books, just so you guys have an idea of what we have available to us. It's a lot. I have a lot of options. So let's see what we have. So we have these piles. So I did mystery, thriller, fantasy, and romance. I don't know why so many romance series. I also think like romance is like one of the least likely genres where I feel like series are actually necessary, but that's a conversation for another time. I have the Skeleton Road by Val McDermott. I've already started this as an audiobook, so this will be the audiobook for this 24-hour readathon. I'm not going to try to audiobook too much. I just have to do a few things, and when I do those I will listen, but I'm really going to try to just sit down and read. Also, it's more likely going to be 12 hours today, 12 hours tomorrow, but I'll just see how I feel tonight. If I want to keep reading and do less tomorrow, then I'll do that, but I am going to sleep. It's going to be divided. Then we have Deadly Secrets. So this is actually not the second book in this series. I've read the first one, which is The Girl in the Ice. The second one is The Night Stalker. I don't have it, but it is on Kindle Unlimited if I were to want to continue that. Bad Blood, which is the last book in the Natural series. This is also on my March TBR. The Crucifix Killer by Chris Carter. So this is actually the first book in this series, but I have read book number 4, I think, and then decided to start from the beginning. The Liar by Steve Kavanaugh. This is book number 3 in the Eddie Flynn series. The Kill List by Nadine Matheson. This is book number 3 in the Angelica Henley series. This is one of my favorite series. The first book was a 5-star for me, and I've been dying to read this book. Then Deadfall, which is book number 4 in the Cassie Raven series. This is the most recent release in that series. And this was actually sent to me, so I do really want to read it really soon, because this series gets better by the book. And the last thriller one is Down to the Woods by M.J. Arledge. This is the 8th book in the Helen Gray series. This is my favorite series of all time. Moving on to fantasy, which is very mild. I only have 3. We have A Court of Wings and Ruin. She's so chunky. 2 Twisted Crowns. This is the second part of the duology. The first book is One Dark Window. Nightbane, which is the second book in the Lightlark series. Now the big piles. Romance. King of Pride. This is the second book in the King of Sin series. I have started this before and just never continued it. This series is also on my March TBR. Juniper Hill by Daphne Perry. This is the second book in the Eden series. The Bride Test. This is the second book in the... I don't know what the series is actually called. Sinner. This is the second book in the Priest series. I don't know how I read Priest, and this honestly scares me. Wildfire. This is book number 2 in the Maple Hill series. Also, guys, is this just gonna be a trilogy, or is she gonna keep writing in this series? Because I don't know. Is she? Keeping 13 is the second book in the Boys of Tallman series. Things I Want to Say But Never Did by Monica Murphy. This is the first book in the Lancaster Prep series. But I did read A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. And then this is the first book. I do have this entire series as well. X's and O's. This is the second book in the Influencer series. I think that's what it's called. The first book is Set on You, which I actually really enjoyed. It was almost a 5-star. But I've just never continued this. Twisted is the 4th book in the Never After series. I really like the series. This is a dark-ish romance. The Right Move is the second book in the Whitney City series. This is like everyone's favorite, so I'm low-key excited to read this. The Score is the 3rd book in the Off-Campus series. I also have the Bar U series, so I have a lot to catch up on, guys. I'm so behind. And then finally, Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home is the 3rd book in the Magnolia Park series. And then lastly, the book that we are actually going to be starting with is Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is on my March TBR. I really want to wrap up this series because Wildside just came out and I still haven't started that series, so I really want to finish this up so I can start that series. I know it's kind of like stupid. I'm finishing a series, starting a new one, so it's not really doing anything. Our 2 first books are The Skeleton Road and Hopeless. I don't know what page I am. I need to double check, but I am 3 hours into this audiobook. It's an 11.5-hour audiobook. So this is what we're going to be starting with. I'm going to keep all these books here. I'm actually going to turn them sideways so they're facing me so I can get a little inspiration while I'm reading. This is what my TV area now looks like. It's also not going to tempt me to watch TV. But let's go back let's go sit back down. As I said, I'm probably going to do 12 hours and 12 hours. Also, if you guys didn't know, I'm currently doing the 75 soft fitness challenge. So that's 45 minutes of exercise every single day. Today I'm going to take it quite slow because I've been doing a lot more heavy exercises. So today I'm just going to walk. I need to drop off a vintage package and do some groceries. Those things I'm going to do while I'm walking, listening to an audiobook. So I'm going to include that in this readathon, but that's probably the most I'm going to be doing outside of reading. Might sit at Dunkin' and read there as I usually do in my readathon. I feel like it's kind of illegal to not do that. Don't know if that will be today or tomorrow. But I think the most important bit now is to finally keep reading Hopeless. If you guys don't know, this is the 5th book in the Chestnut Spring series and the last book in the series. So this is quite satisfying to start the video with because it'll be nice to wrap up a series. This one is with Beau and Bailey, and it is a age gap and fake dating romance. Those are two of my favorite tropes, so I'm very, very excited. So let's go sit. Okie dokie, the first hour is done, and I had to pause it a couple of times because my boyfriend needed advice, and then my mom was texting me she's flying back today. She was on a little work trip, so I just paused it a few times. I am enjoying this book so much. I'm not going to say too much about this book because I did talk about it in my other reading vlog, in my reading journal Picks What I Read. So if you want to know all my full thoughts, go watch that video because I just thought it would be a bit double to say all of it now and in that video. I'm on page 148, so I literally I read like 120 pages in an hour, a little less, but I'm almost reading 2 pages an hour. I'd hope so. 2 pages a minute, which is kind of looking really, really crazy. But yeah, no, I'm having so much fun. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna quickly go downstairs because I need to, as I said, drop off a vintage package. And my dad found a box I can put them in because that's my main thing. I don't mind actually going out and dropping them off. We just don't have any boxes anymore because I had like 15 I had to drop off, so I've used all my boxes. It is later. We are on hour 2. It's a little bit later in actual time because I wrapped up my vintage package and stuff, but I decided I wanted to finish Hopeless and then I'll go out and drop it off. Having such a good time, guys. Such a good time. I'm currently on page 272, so I have about 110 pages left. I'm just gonna keep reading, honestly, because I don't have anything else to say except for that it's so good and I don't want to repeat myself. So I'm having the time of my life. I'll probably just then see when I'm done. And then we can pick our new book before I go drop off my vintage package. Then while I'm dropping it off, I'll listen to The Skeleton Road, and then we can start a new book when I'm back. I think that's a good plan. It's done, and we are almost at the 3-hour mark. So I read like 350 pages in less than 3 hours. That is insane. I absolutely love this book. It was so good. It was so good. I enjoyed this so much. I've just been peeking at my pile. I have no clue what I want to read next. I don't know if I'm more in the mood for a romance or for a thriller. I don't know. Let's go see what I have. Also, let's do one of the most satisfying things on this planet. Oh, I put it upside down. Whoa, look at that. The way it perfectly fits too. Oh yeah, that fucks. Okay, I really don't know what I'm in the mood for, because what I do know is that I just want a short book. I really don't want anything long in this like little readathon. I also just really want to focus on getting my Goodreads goal back on track. So I'm like, well, I was 4 books behind. I think now I would be like 3 books behind. So I really just want to focus on shorter books. I really don't know if I want something thrillery or something romancy. I know I don't want fantasy. I'm not in the mood for fantasy. That's too much effort right now. I think I'm just gonna grab some things that I'm like interested in. Okay, these are all the books that spoke to me. Okay, I know this is a lot, but let's just go through them. Deadfall, because it's short, and I just really like this series. And I know I read it relatively quickly. The Kill List, this is not very short. I mean, it's not super long or anything either. I think it's max 400 pages. But I just really like this series, and I know I'm gonna enjoy this. Juniper Hill is just very short romance book. Like, can't go very wrong with that. King of Pride, just because I really want to continue this series, and it's not very long. The only thing that scares me is because I have already started and I couldn't really get into it, so maybe I don't want to risk that. X's and O's, just because I really like the writing style of the first book, and I know I can get this like through this pretty quickly, and again, it's not very long. The score, I just love the off-campus series. It's easy. I've been really excited for this book because this one is the one with Dean, and again, it's short, it's quick. I've also been really wanting to read The Right Move because I've heard so many good things about it, but it is a little bit on the thicker side. Yeah, it's like almost 500 pages. I'm really conflicted. I'm like really conflicted. I'm not going to drop off my Vinted package, so I'm going to be walking and listening to my audiobook anyway, and I can have it a little thinker. I think really debating between The Kill List or one of these three. I don't know, guys, I don't know. I think I might want to read this or The Kill List. I think I'm going to think on this while I walk, and I'll let you guys know when I get back. I don't know, because I'm on such a romance kick and I don't really want it to stop, and I'm scared if I'm going to read this, I'm not going to read any romance anymore. Let's walk. Hey guys, I just got back. I was, as I said, maybe gonna go to Dunkin'. I didn't do that. Literally the second I got into like, not even, I was gonna say the second I get into like the town bit, it got busy. No, it was literally the second I stepped outside, it was busy. Forgot the sun is shining, so everyone in my stupid country is like, oh my god, the sun is shining. We need to go outside. Obviously I said when I got back, we would have a decision. Here is my thing. If I wanted to read a murder mystery thriller book, I really wanted one that had like multiple deaths, kind of a serial killer detective kind of vibe, right? And Deathfall does have that, but it tends to not be as crazy and exciting. I mean, it's definitely excitement, not the kind of excitement that I'm in the mood for right now. But I did remember The Crucifix Killer. I read book 4. That one was crazy. I posted about it and somebody said, yeah, don't read these books if you're not good with gore. I love gore. Make it creepy, make it gross, make it whatever. This is with a signature of a psychopath. That's the kind of shit I like to fuck up. But so is obviously The Kill List. But when I was listening to my audiobook, The Skeleton Road, I feel like I'm doing like a performance and I need to make sure I get all the titles in. When I was listening to that, there was this little romantic bit, right, for like background information, and I was just like, I want romance. And then I kind of realized I should probably just read this. I'm like actually dying. I don't know why. I was walking and dying. What is this? I don't know what this piece of hair is doing. It's really pissing me off. I'm just craving romance for some reason. This is again small town cowboy ranch vibe. That's what it felt like the first time when I read the first book. Girl, I don't know. And then my plan is to then after that, probably I will read one of these. Because I'm really in the mood for something with a crazy serial killer psychopath. And the good thing is if I were to read this one, I do have the next one in that series as well. If I would want to continue that series, because the thing is with Hopeless, that's obviously the last book in the Chestnut Spring series. This one, there's obviously more books in the series, but this is the only one I have physically, and I'm obviously first trying to get my physical TBR down. The Kill List is the most recent release. It literally only came out in paperback in January. If I were to want to actually like sit down with a series, I always have this one. I also have my Helen Grace series, which I still have like 4 books of, and Helen Grace also has that. But on the other hand, I kind of want to savor my Helen Grace books, but I don't know. I think I might start one of these, and if I'm like, no romance, then I'll definitely go into Juniper Hill. It's going to be this one. It has less pages, and I also just realized I would kind of want to savor this one because it's one of my favorite series, you know? Let's go back to my couch and read. Hey guys, before I start The Crucifix Killer, I just remembered there is a little novella of like 80 pages that comes before this. It's a little introduction to our main character. So I downloaded that on my Kindle. I'm gonna read that first, and then I'm gonna get into this one. So we are now on hour 20. Let's go. Done. I thought it was like 80 pages. It was actually 50. So that actually took no time. It was actually already that was a really good novella actually. Like for novellas, that was looking kind of bomb. Kind of fucked. My apologies for the kind of shitty backlighting. I'm sorry. I'm page like 60 into this. I don't know. I keep getting distracted. I keep checking my phone, just checking if I have messages, and I don't, and then I kind of look around, and then I read a couple of pages, and I don't know. I think I might put this on hold just for now. Because I'm reading it quite slow. Maybe I should first try it out on my Kindle, because I don't really like to start a book and then not finish it. Also, what I didn't like, the book started off with basically it was like a scene, and it was super exciting, and then it was like 5 weeks earlier. Bae, you just spoiled the entire thing. I hate when books or movies or anything or shows do that. Like, that was very unnecessary. 19 hours and 8 minutes left. I just don't like how far we've gotten. Like, what do you mean I finished one book and one novella? Hello. We are on our 5 and something. I have just been reading The Crucifix Killer. I just decided to continue it. I'm reading it quite quick on my Kindle, so it's fine. I'm 25% in, page 106. I'm assuming it's similar to my actual physical copy pages. My Kindle's also on 17%. Dinner is served. We got green curry and some paprika and some yummy, I always mispronounce it, kubuk. So I have a feast, right? And then I also have my Pepsi, of course, which I opened like 4 hours ago, but that's irrelevant. I'm gonna feast, but I'm gonna keep reading. Usually I watch TV when I eat, but I'm locked in, guys. I'm so locked in. The book isn't like crazy interesting to me, just because some of the characters are pissing me off a little, but it's fine. It's fine. It's a kind of case that like I never really love. It's like the killer's back, or is there a copycat? What's going on? And then with the introduction from before, anyway, it's fine. I'm gonna feast and I'll keep you guys updated. I'm well aware I've been in the same spot for quite some time now. It's 9:30. I took a break, went a little bit too long on TikTok. We have 17 hours and 51 minutes left, and I just got to the 50% mark. You can't see shit. I'm entertained. Is it anything great so far? No. Because the fourth one was really, really good. It was just crazy. This is like, that was something I never read before, right? This is something I have read before. It feels familiar. It feels unoriginal. Not fully. There's definitely some things I haven't read or seen or heard before. In general, it doesn't feel, I don't know. I wanted something crazier. And that's why I went to the series, because book 4 that I read was so fucking insane that I felt I could trust what's coming from the series. Oh, there's something in my eye. But I'm gonna definitely finish this before I go to bed. Obviously it's only 9:30, but on the other hand, I don't want to go to bed too late. I actually do still need to do a 15-minute workout for my 75 soft, but I think I'm gonna do that right before I go to bed. Maybe I'll do that when I hit the 17-hour mark. I do want to start something new before I go to bed, because then tomorrow morning it won't be as much of a chore, because I feel like starting new books is such a chore. I don't know what's going on with my hair. I do really think that I'm gonna settle for romance though, because I think just because I was craving something like this and it didn't hit the spot. And there's 2 books, obviously The Kill List and Bad Blood. Like, I know they're gonna slap. I know they're gonna hit the spot. But those are 2 books that I really want to savor and not just sit and binge. We'll see what romance book I go for. That's not very relevant right now. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, finish this. I don't know, I just feel like we're 50% in and we've gotten nowhere further than the case, and I really, really, really don't like that they gave us that little 5 weeks earlier thing, because I know what's gonna happen at the ending now, like pretty much. That's a bummer. Hey guys, I'm in bed, did my skincare, got my makeup off, brushed my teeth, retainer in, pimple patches on. I don't know, I had these 2 pimples like right next to each other. Not fucking with that. In my PJs, I have got the Crucifix Killer on my Kindle and the Skeleton Road. I am pretty far into it. Hold on. I'm on page 276. About the Crucifix Killer, I got 75% in. I have about 100 pages left. I know I could stay up and finish it, but my boyfriend, he called me to say goodnight, and I was actually falling asleep. Like, that's what I felt like. I was just like, I do have this thing where I will put my phone away for the last half an hour that I'm awake. I just want to have no screens. So in that time, I'm going to make a little to-do list for tomorrow. I don't know why it's not focusing on me, guys. The clip will be over soon. In that time, I'll make a little to-do list for tomorrow. Might read a little bit more. And yeah, I think tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up, do my exercise, get breakfast. But I think when I do my makeup and all that stuff, I will listen to the audiobook and get a little start on the day, also because I do still have 16 hours and 12 minutes left. Obviously I want to do 12 hours today, 12 hours tomorrow, but also I did realize I do have majority of Friday like nothing to do either, in case it really gets dragged out that far. Not that I'd want that, but realistically it's probably gonna happen. Yeah, also I realized I barely spoke about my audiobook. My audiobook is not doing anything crazy for me. I didn't really love the first book, gave it 3 stars. The second book I finished a couple of days ago. I didn't love that one either, but I enjoyed that one a little bit more. And then this one is also just not. Bye, good night. Good night. Hey, it is the next day. I was listening to my audiobook while doing my makeup, getting ready, having breakfast. I've already listened to quite a bit today, actually. But now I only have an hour and a half left in the audiobook, so 45 minutes, so I'm definitely going to be able to finish that today. I'm going to make a smoothie later, so I'll probably listen to it while I do that. But obviously the timer was going, so we now have 14 hours and 39 minutes left, and I calculated that would mean staying up until 1 a.m. to finish without any breaks whatsoever. So I don't think that that's going to be realistic. Probably I will have to finish the last few hours tomorrow morning. I don't even mind. I just am happy I'm not in a slump to be reading in the first place. Obviously the first matter of today is to finish the Crucifix Killer, and after that I think I want to read romance. Short, quick, sweet romance. That's what I want. I'm going to quickly check where I was exactly in the physical copy. Page 314, roughly 100 pages left, so that should only take about an hour of my time. I don't know what this little piece of hair has decided to do. It just decided to twirl around a little, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on my couch under my heated blanket. I think I will move to my chair later again, because I really enjoyed sitting there last night. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this, probably not gonna go too crazy. I don't know if I want to read. I don't know what I want to read next, like, actually, because yes, I said romance, but then I'm also not 100% sure. I'll see. I will see. Let's just go sit our bums down. For the rest, I genuinely don't have anything else to do today except for my exercise. I didn't do that this morning. I'm gonna sit down and read now, if that's okay with you. Okay, it's a little later. We have about 14 hours left, and I literally have less than 30 pages left in The Crucifix Killer. And the thing is, you know what really pisses me off? We already got past the bit that we saw in the beginning that was like 5 weeks later. 5 weeks earlier. Also, I lost another nail. Let's ignore. I was like, okay, well, I'm happy that's happening now because I still have like 80 pages left, so it's not like the last thing. We still know who it is. The chapter's not done. The story's not done. At least that. We find out who the killer is. I fucking knew it. And there was another bit where I was like, I literally sat here and screamed to myself, that's so fucking obvious. You dumb bitch. I'm just really pissed off because I don't like it when they do that. I fucking knew it. I knew it, but I was like, no way. That'd be too fucking obvious to everyone. Apparently not. Apparently I was wrong. Well, I was right in a way, because it was who I thought it was, which is insanely disappointing. Because that was the one bit where I was like, you know what? That could make this book a little bit more worth my time. I'd be a little happier, a little more satisfied. I'm going to keep reading this. I've kind of lost all hope for this book, not going to lie. Done. The whole thing was clever, I will say that, but 13 hours and 49 minutes left. I'm looking at my pile over there. I really don't know if I want romance or not. I think I do, because what I just read I didn't really enjoy that much. Juniper Hill is, I think, the shortest romance out of all of these, though. Because I think I want to do a romance, because the worst thing that can happen is that it's just cringe. Because the thing is, the right move, I know I'm really, really going to enjoy this, but it's just, this is like a longer book. And after that one, even though it was like 400-ish pages, I cannot read a long book right now. I need something that like will be done like while I blink. That's what I had with Hopeless. Like I blinked and it was over. I think right now one of my best bets would be The Score or Juniper Hill. It's just, I feel like I will really enjoy The Score, but I just really cannot figure the tropes out from the back. No, I think Juniper Hill. I don't love the trope. It's like it's like a one night stand and then she's like, fuck off, bye. Also, I'm like I could definitely read a fantasy, but I'm not really in the mood for any of these. I would be in the mood for A Court of Wings and Ruin. It's just so fucking long. Yeah, I think this will be good. Also, because I did read Indigo Ridge in a readathon as well, which is the first book in this series. And I did really enjoy that, and I was able to read it really quickly. I don't doubt that necessarily. I think if I were to read one of these though later, it would definitely be Down to the Woods or one of these three, not these two. Actually, kind of wanting to read Down to the Woods. It's kind of intriguing me, and also just because I know that MJ Arledge doesn't fail in case I really need a thriller or something. Let's go. Update time. Sorry. It's been 17 minutes and I'm 35 pages into Juniper Hill. Girl, I don't know either how I'm doing that quickly. I'm enjoying it already so much. I love the vibes. I love the atmosphere. I'm having a little bit more of an idea of what's going on. Basically, she is a single mom and she will be this housekeeper for the hotel in this small town. He's the chef, and I think he's been hinting that he had a really fucked up relationship and he finds the female main character really attractive, but he's like, I can't do that again. Curious where that's gonna go. And she's like staying in his loft. I'm gonna eat lunch now, and while I'm eating lunch, I will listen to the audiobook, and also I filmed some TikToks yesterday while I was reading. So I want to edit those so I can upload those later tonight. Good decision. I love the first book, and this book has even better reviews as like from what I've seen. I really want to read her other series as well, because she has a romantic suspense series, and the first book was a romantic suspense, but she has a series that's only romantic suspense, and I really want to get into that genre. I just don't really know how and where to start. If anyone has any good recommendations, please let me know. Okay, I'm back. I just finished my audiobook again. Not one of my favorites. I've read now the first 3 books in that series and it's still not hitting, but I have the entire series, and physically anyway, and I have the audiobooks. And the thing is, I read the second newest book in the series and I gave that a 5 stars, so I know it gets better. I'm now just gonna continue with the 4th one, which is Out of Bounds. I'll grab it in a sec, just whenever I need to. For the rest of the day, I won't really need to use my audiobook a lot anymore, except for when I go on a walk later and maybe dinner. So that is book number, Hopeless, Crucifix Killer, The Hunter. It's book number 4 of today's challenge, and we have 12 hours and 48 minutes left, as you can see. Let's go continue Juniper Hill. I'm not really in the mood to read anymore, to be really honest. I kind of just want to chill and watch TV or something, or watch TikToks, but on the other hand, I'm not in the mood to read. I think maybe I should just change where I'm sitting in a second. Just not yet. Another update time. Apparently, I just don't move. It's 5:30. We have 11 hours and 40 minutes left, so we've passed the halfway mark. Kind of took me a very long time, not gonna lie, guys. Because what do you mean it's 5:30 p.m.? I mean, I know why. I had lunch and then I was just not having a great day. I'm gonna be so honest. I was just not having a good day. So I took a little reading break. I went on TikTok instead. I know. Shame me all you want. I have continued Juniper Hill. I'm now on page 155. I'm almost halfway. But I still have to do my workout, and I really just want to get changed into comfy clothing, but I know if I do that, I'm not going to do my workout anymore. So, decided, gonna quickly go out for my walk because the sun is setting, and I don't want to walk in the dark, the fuck. So, I'm gonna change into working out clothes, which means just sweatpants, really. And then go out, do my walk, do the rest of my workout inside, and then read for the rest of the night. I'm really liking this. Really like a lot. I like it a lot. As much as Hopeless? No. That was, I don't know why, but that did something to me. But I really like her writing. I really want to start her as I said, her romantic suspense series as well. I just added all of them to my Amazon wishlist because I was like, I need them. On my walk, I will listen to the audiobook Out of Bounds by Val McDermott. The last book ended quite sad, so I'm curious to see where this is gonna go. Hopefully not too sad. Not in the mood for sad. TBH. Let's go. Hey guys, it's a lot later. I finished my workout hours ago. It's 9:40 and we have 10 hours and 37 minutes left. Yeah, not gonna finish that today. See, the thing is, I don't start filming a new video until Monday, so I can like drag this out a little bit. Tomorrow's Friday. Obviously, I know that's not really the point, but also I just really want to spend more of my time reading than on my phone. So I think that's like, this is helping me a little bit as well. I don't know why I dragged it out so much. I think today I just really didn't have a good day. Like right from when I woke up, I already knew like, nah, this isn't gonna hit. I do definitely want to finish Juniper Hill before I go to bed though. And I have more than 100 pages left. So then we're definitely under the 10-hour mark. Which is definitely a lot better than over the 10-hour mark. God, what the fuck am I talking about? I am on page 198, so I have about 125 pages left, not that many. I've been already kind of thinking about what I want to read next, but I genuinely do not have a clue whatsoever. Not a single one. No thought going through my brain. True my brain. I'm really tired. I've been really tired all day. It's just not been my day. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. Hopefully I'll be more motivated. We'll read more. I think I should just do my workouts at the start of the day again, because when I do them at the start of the day, I feel like my day goes way better. I don't know. Crazy concept. See, the thing is, whenever I like a book, I have less to say than when if I don't like a book. Do you know what I mean? They both have past relationship issues, but they have decided to just make it work so far. But then I'm also scared. We are this far. I still have all of this left. And what do you mean you're like low-key happy? Like, there are some things that we still don't know. But like, you don't need 123 pages for that. As long as it's not a super dragged out third act breakup, I don't really care. Like, unless it's, because I've seen third act breakups recently where I was like, you know, but that's fine. That's reasonable. Or, for example, in Hopeless, there was a third act breakup, but it was very short. It was reasonable. I can understand. It was mature. I hate it when it's like some stupid fucking bullshit that like 12-year-olds could figure out, you know? For the rest, I'm really enjoying it. I like both of our main characters. It's just a good time. I don't think this is going to be rated super high, even though in a weird way, I did have like low-key higher expectations for it, but not like anything crazy. It's just when I started, I saw that it had some pretty good Goodreads reviews, but hey, reviews aren't always everything. It's reading time. What? Didn't expect it to take that turn. Finished Juniper Hill about 15 minutes ago. I have now continued listening to Out of Bounds. We have 9.5 hours left. I was just getting ready for bed. I was turning off all my cozy lights, getting my heated blanket ready for bed, stuff like that. I'm gonna listen to it while I'm taking off my makeup and brushing my teeth and all that boring stuff. Get into bed. I'm tired, but I do think I might want to pick something up in bed. When I was reading Juniper Hill, I was really debating on what to read next, and I've been kind of stuck on Wildfire or The Score. Maybe I should give King of Pride another try. These are the ones that I'm considering. Again, The Right Move is definitely tempting me. It's just too long for what I want to do like right now in this moment. I think I might pick it up next week in like a different video. So, King of Pride, Wildfire, or The Score. See, Wildfire is a cute, like, summery one, and I feel like The Score might be a little bit more still on the wintry side. It's ice hockey. I know that doesn't necessarily mean winter, but you know what I mean. Okay, this is A Marriage of Convenience, and I read these pretty quickly. I know maybe I should just sleep on it and see tomorrow, but I'm not chill like that. Bro, this one's under 300 pages. Maybe I should just read this one. I just don't know. I feel like the autism is gonna hurt me. Not directly, but it's just gonna affect me. Okay. This just scares me. Priest was something crazy. Okay, maybe I should just leave this until tomorrow and see what I want tomorrow. Because maybe I wake up in the morning saying, I don't even want to read a romance. I want to read a fantasy of 5 bajillion pages. Guys, this is overwhelming. I'm just gonna go to bed. I know, sorry, I just wasted your time, but I'm gonna go to bed now. Hey guys, it's a new day. I'm gonna read today. I do have to go into town later, but I thought we could start a new book before I do that. After some consideration, I have decided this is gonna be my book of choice. I don't know, it's just appealing. Sun is still shining, it's still good weather. I don't know. She's speaking to me. And the rest was all just kind of like, and this one I didn't really have anything bad to think about. And I was one of those people who really, really enjoyed Icebreakers. So kind of curious to see if this is going to be good as well. And all the 3 books that I have are with sprayed edges. So that's kind of satisfying. Let's go sit and read. They cross paths at university and then spent the night together. They both end up working as camp counselors, but of course there's a strict no fraternizing rule. Also, can somebody recommend me some good workplace romance? Office-y workplace. Not like this. Office. I used to love those. I feel like nobody writes them anymore. And that's a wrap. That's the end of this readathon. I know like the last 10 hours were really boring because I did just audiobook it, and I don't know why, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today Monday, I have not picked up a physical book whatsoever. I don't know why. I just haven't really been in the mood, and then my weekend was relatively busy because this morning I started with I don't know how many hours, but originally I was gonna just read those hours, but then I also kind of was looking at the time and I was like, well, I still have to pack, let me just listen to the audiobook and wrap it up like that. So today I got to page 294 just today. That's quite a chunk of Broken Ground, which is the 5th book in the Karen Perry series. But let's do a quick wrap up of everything we read. Also, I'm sorry for my retainer and the way I look. I'm literally going to go to bed right after this. Okay, so we obviously started today's video with Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This, loved it. Also, by the way, the new nails. What do we think? Okay, absolutely love this. I end up giving this actually a 5-star. None of the other books in the Chestnut Spring series were 5-star, but this one just... I think I was like the most connected to it. Like the other ones I really, really enjoyed, but I wasn't like connected with any of the characters to the point where I was like, And with this one I really, really was. This was a banger. I cannot wait to start the Rose Hill series. I'm going to do it this month. I'm so excited. And then obviously with that we also listened to The Skeleton Road by Val McDermid. This is book number 3 in the Karen Perry series. I don't know, I didn't really love this one either. I think it's also just gonna get around a 3-star. I definitely enjoyed this one more than the first one, but I don't know. I think I really just didn't connect with this one. Not at all. And then the ending, I also kind of guessed, and I was like, really? Really. You're probably wondering, like, why, if you've not enjoyed the first 3 books, why are you continuing? As I said earlier in this video, I had read book number 6 and really, really enjoyed it, gave it 5 stars. So, and my mom really likes the series. I think my grandma, I'm not 100% sure, but I think my grandma also likes the series. So, you know, I know it gets better, and these are all my physical TBR anyway. So I might as well audiobook them. Because the entire series is on Next Story. I think I'll just give this like around a 3. And then after that I started the Rubber Hunter series, and I started a series with The Hunter, also a mouthful. That's the novella that comes before the entire series, which was only 50 pages. Honestly, crazy take. I low-key almost enjoyed that little novella more than the first book. The novella, probably gonna give it around like a 3.5. Novellas, like, the ratings for novellas are always just kind of like. Then after that, I obviously read The Crucifix Killer, which again disappointed me. Girl, I don't know why. I think it was really rude to give me a 5-star and then just give me books that disappoint me. The fuck. 1, it got a little repetitive. 2, I guessed a lot. And like, And like, yes, this came out in like 2008, and maybe it wasn't done as much then as it is now, but I feel like I've heard this story a million times before. There were a few creative bits and a few bits that I was definitely like, oh, okay, but nothing to make me go like, whoa. I think this is also going to be around a 3-star. It wasn't bad. It might be a 2.75. Girl, I really didn't like this. But again, I read a book further into the series and I enjoyed it, which is crazy. Then after that, I read Juniper Hill, which is the second book in the Eden series. I loved this. This was just a good time. Was it the best romance book I've ever read? No, but I had a really good time. It does feel a lot like Chestnut Springs, in my opinion, just the way of like the family and how everyone's so close and family business and everyone knows their names and everyone loves them. Rounded, it'll be a 4-star. Specific rating, not sure yet, but it will definitely be rounded to a 4-star. And then yesterday I finished Out of Bounds, which is book number 4 in the Karen Perry series. This one I liked more. It still wasn't anything I loved. I think this would be like a 3.25, something like that. And then obviously today I started Broken Ground. Got very far into it, actually, almost 300 pages. I don't know how many pages that is. That's actually an insane number. So I did the calculations and I read 2,289 pages in 24 hours, which is pretty good because usually I read about 100 pages an hour physically. So this is crazy. This is kind of crazy if we think about how much I audiobooked and how audiobooks are low-key slower than how I read. Like, this is good. That's a good number. But let me know if you guys enjoy this kind of video. If you're still watching, comment this little emoji up here, like and subscribe if you want more of this, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.